Hi, this is Mark Kay, partner agent with Benjamin Stevens, estate agents, and I just wanted to talk about the housing market at the moment, interest rate rises, and anything else of interest that comes to mind. So the housing market has been crazy. I've been in the business a few months now, and it is interesting because there's a lot of buyers out there, a lot of people looking to buy, especially in the first stages, the first-time buyers, and properties, say, under £1 million. When I was working at the Bushy branch, for example, they were getting, for say a £500,000 property, they were getting maybe 10 to 20 viewings, sometimes more, for each property, and offers coming in from that. So there wasn't, and there isn't so much property around, so much stock, as we call it. So there is a question of people offering over the asking price, which, it's cyclical. These things do happen. We still have low interest rates, so people are happy to borrow more, and they will want to get on the housing ladder and move up, buy their biggest asset as quickly as possible and move up the chain. But there's not so many people wanting to sell, because when they're looking, I've got several people at the moment that would love to put their house on the market, but they can't find somewhere, and they want to know that they've got somewhere that they can move to before they sell, which is understandable. But at the same time, if you haven't put your house on the market, you've got nothing to offer the next person. So when you go to look at a house, and the estate agent says to you, or the seller, the vendor, says to you, well, what's your situation? And you say, well, I haven't put a house on the market. So that could be 3 months before you sell it. On a bad case, it could be 6 months before you sell it. So you really need, I would suggest, to get the house on the market, get offers in, get a good agent that will make sure that you got at least 2 offers, so that, let's be fair, it's business. They can compete against each other, and if you're lucky enough and the property is priced reasonably, you may get even above asking price. It happens quite a bit. But what the future holds, that is not so certain at the moment. Interest rates have just started to rise. They're still minuscule at 0.75%, but it looks like they're going to go up with the inflation rate fairly rampant at the moment. I believe it's between 6 and 7%. Then I'm old enough to remember the last time that interest rates rose, and 25 years ago, 30 years ago, and I only had a £20,000 mortgage in those days, but it still hit my pocket hard. And I think people, especially younger people, if they've got maybe a £400,000 or £500,000 mortgage, even a £100,000-200,000 mortgage, it's going to make quite a difference if interest rates rise to their monthly payment. So if your monthly payment, you're paying maybe, I don't know, £750 to £1,000 a month, and all of a sudden it goes up to £1,000, £1,200, £1,500 a month, you're going to think twice about getting a bigger mortgage. So maybe we'll find that there's not so many buyers around as the months go on. So maybe now is the time to sell while the going's good, before buyers start disappearing. And if you're in the Elstree, Radlett or Shenley area, WD6 or WD7 in sunny Hertfordshire, then obviously come to me, Mark Kay at benjaminstevens.co.uk, and we'll chat about your property. If I'm very lucky, I'll sit down and you'll make me a cup of tea, no sugar, and we can see where we go from there, and try and get your property sold as quickly as possible for the best price as possible. And as I always say, it's better to take a profit sometimes than just to hang on and then lose out. I don't always say that, but I say it sometimes. Well, have a lovely day. This is Mark Kay from Benjamin Stevens. See you soon.